The Taliban, an Islamic fundamentalist group, overthrew the ruler of Afghanistan. The country was already in ruins because of the previous ruler's oppression. They gained the leadership of Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. The previous rulers received so much hate from the people that they were relieved when the Taliban took over, until later when they passed the law that forbade women to receive an education. An uproar traveled across the country as many protested against it. Of those people was Malala Yousafzai. Malala, the oldest of three, had two younger brothers. She lived with her parents in Pakistan. Her parents owned a chain of schools that encouraged her to get into learning. Malala's father is an educational activist. He taught his daughters 3 languages, English, Urdu, and Pashto. Malala's family encouraged her to express herself and think freely. In 2008, after many reported attacks on girls attending schools, Malala showed her first sign in public in protest by giving a speech. This speech was entitled, "How Dare the Taliban Take Away My Basic Right to Education," and it was the first of many. With her father's support, Malala began blogging for BBC under the alias Gul Makai. When she was 14, she eventually gained a large amount of followers to a point that the Taliban began sending her threats. The Taliban singled her out as a major threat. They sent her messages warning her that if she continued to protest, she would face serious harm or even death. Her family, though worried, did not think that the Taliban would actually act on their threats. Malala continued blogging and giving speeches, speaking out for the women of the world who have the right to proper education. On the 9th of October 2012, Malala was shot in the head on her way to school. She was shot twice, once in the head and once in the neck. 2 other girls were also shot along with Malala that day. All 3 girls survived the attack. Though she suffered no major brain damage, she had multiple surgeries done to repair the damaged nerves on the left side of her face. She survived, and with that event, she became a lot stronger. After her recovery, she still attended Birmingham School. There was no sign of her defiance.
I'm feeling all right, and I'm happy that both the operations are successful. And it was that kind of successful that now they have removed everything from me, and I can also walk a little bit. I can talk, and I'm feeling better.
The Taliban still considered her a threat, though. On July 2013, Malala spoke out at the UN to call for a worldwide access to education. The UN decided to double the occasion and make July 12th Malala Day to celebrate everything she has done at such a young age. Once the speech was over, 500 young educational advocates created a youth taking over the UN. On October 18th, 2013, Malala wrote her first book titled I Am Malala, the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban. The books talk about her journey for educational rights for all students, girls and boys. It also talks about what the Taliban did to her home country, Pakistan. The book became well known and sold over 1,000 copies in the US and was released in 21 countries. In October 2014, Malala was awarded a Nobel Peace Prize for her work with stopping the suppression of children and teenagers' right for having a right to education. She received this award when she was 17 years old. She is the youngest person to ever win a Nobel Peace Prize. Malala was praised and disapproved of because of her award. Some say she hasn't done enough and is too young to be awarded a Nobel Peace Prize. Others agree with the decision and think that Malala is an inspiration. On July 12, 2015, Malala's 18th birthday, she opened up a school in the Bekaa Valley, Lebanon, near the Syrian border for the refugees. The school was funded by a non-profit organization called the Malala Fund. This non-profit offers education to the girls from ages from 14 to 18. Malala also talked to world leaders to invest in her project, Books, Not Bullets. Pakistan has the reputation of being one of the worst gender equitable countries. Throughout the years, Malala has become the face of Pakistan. She has fought and suffered more than most, and is still willing to stand up for what she believes is right. She has become an inspiration to many people all over the world, not only young girls.